Hello, Chris. Welcome to Watches TV, and I guess we're back from the future on your stand.
Yeah, we are indeed. I mean, this is the launch of the Ingenieur, the original Gerald Genta design Ingenieur that we're bringing back in 2023. And to take people on a journey to the era when the Ingenieur was first designed, we're going back to the 70s here. So this is a design engineering lab of the 70s where you interact with objects and engineering artifacts of the time. We're looking at people like Dieter Rams, the emblematic industrial designer, who's really the inspiration for today's Apple design. We're looking at Bruno Sacco here in the car behind me, who had that radical shift in automotive design in Stuttgart at the time, from the classically styled 300 SL to that radical new concept, the C111, which was an aerospace-inspired modernistic car. And that was really the era when also the meaning of what is a luxury watch has been completely reinvented at the height of the quartz crisis. And no other than Gerald Genta came in and designed a number of famous sports models that suddenly showed the construction of a watch, that were bold, that were rugged, that used stainless steel, not gold, and created the Ingenieur, originally designed to protect people in engineering against magnetic fields from all the new technical equipment all around them. And it's been an absolute joy and honor to re-edition that, but take it forward into the 21st century and really create a watch now that is fit for the future. And that's why it is indeed back from the future.
But can you tell us more about the new old watch and the new inventions that you brought into this watch?
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, it was clear that Gerald Genta DNA needed to be brought out again in our Ingenieur watches. So we've spent the first part of the design process really distilling down what is it that makes an IWC Engineer Genta design or not. And once we had those codes established, that really bold bezel, the beautifully grid pattern dial, and that very angular case shape that flows over the wrist, we then started on optimizing both the proportions, the balance between the dial and the bezel, and ultimately then to create a bracelet that is super comfortable, just so ergonomic, and they just don't even feel wearing. And to make that even one step better, we added a titanium version in grade 5 titanium this year, a material that IWC invented in the world of watchmaking. We made the first watch case out of titanium in 1980 in the Porsche design Chronograph, and to bring that back into the modern Ingenieur line was the absolute obvious choice. It's lovely, light, scratch resistant, and wears really, really well.
So I guess all the models are limited edition models.
No, they're not. So the Ingenieur is not limited edition at all. We have 3 models in stainless steel, 1 in titanium, and we will start delivering through our boutiques and our e-commerce as of April.
As I gather, inside the mechanism, you are using the same mechanism as with the previous models, but this particular model has a specific dial. And can you tell us a little bit more about the Aqua Dial and how it's been done?
Well, it's not the same mechanism at all. So this is the first time that the Ingenieur is featuring IWC's manufactured caliber 3211. It's the first time we're using this movement. It has 120 hours power reserve in the Ingenieur, 5 days, and is protected by a soft iron inner case, which is a Faraday cage protecting the Ingenieur against magnetic fields of up to 40,000 ampere meters. Comes with 100 meters 10 bar waterproofing, and as you say, some very special dial colors. So these don't have brass dials, they have soft iron dials for magnetic protection. It's then a stamped grid pattern, which actually is a pattern that is reminiscent of drafting papers that engineers used to use. And then there's a special sanding and polishing done on the surface to get a really great depth and color play effect. We're also introducing a new color. So in the prototyping process, we came across a blue-green in different shades. And when we applied that blue-green onto the pattern, it created a beautifully subtle and deep color we just ended up calling Aqua. And I was so in love with that color when I saw it that in the end, we actually now have one reference in stainless steel on that new Aqua color dial.
And I know that it's not the only invention this year for you. In Dubai, you introduced the customized watches place for the watches to be customized. Can you tell us more about this one? And are you planning to introduce this in other places in the world?
Yeah, so we have the Portuguese configurator, the Portuguese individual service, available in 3 of our boutiques today. It's in Zurich, it's in Dubai, and it's in Shanghai in the Taikoo Hui flagship store. We opened this, the last and biggest flagship boutique we opened. It allows our customers to choose from a reconfiguration of our Portuguese chronograph. There is 12 dial colors available. We have different configurations in hand and indexes. They're all marked as Portuguese individual, and our customers can choose one of those dials. It will be fitted in store by our watchmaker with a new configuration, and then you have a piece which is completely individualized to your own taste. And this is available in all of our flagship boutiques, Zurich, Dubai and Shanghai as of now, and we'll keep rolling it out in the coming months.
And coming back to Gerald Genta, in 1969, he also designed the chronograph, steel chronograph for IWC, but this design was never released. Are you planning maybe in the nearest future to use this design, to upgrade it, I don't know, and to use it to create new watches?
Well, the whole treasure trove of Genta designs, so we'll have to see what's coming next.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.